What's up, y'all? It's your boy Clea P and my pal Webster Style.
What's going on?
We just got out of a screening of Good Boy, you see right there. So, of course, initial thoughts as we do on the NRW. Webster Style, what'd you think?
Oh, it was great. it was. I love horror movies where they don't rely overly on like jump scares or the music set the theme. It was so much relying on ambient noise. It really set a great tone. And it was a slow burn, but it was good. It was really good.
Yo, I got a second one, man. There are jump scares in there.
Yeah, there are, yeah.
But like he said, I stamp on that. We're going to have to do a full review. We're going to have to find some time. We got to do a review on this, but my thoughts was just original, creative. As a creative, just like I was inspired. At the very end, I don't know if it does it at your screening. They'll give you some behind the scenes how it was made. We're going to have to do a full review, but definitely check out Good Boy. I can't wait to get home and hug my dogs. Shout out to my dog, Webster Style, but shout out to Alfred and Lily Bell. Love y'all. Full review coming on the NRW. Thanks to Webster Style. I'm Kuya P. Nerds Rule the World. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kuya P and my pal Webster Style.
Yo, yo.
Here to give you another review on the NRW for Good Boy. Shout out to my man Mike Manalo, who covered Good Boy during our Beyond Fest at Cinema Americatique. I'm probably brutalizing that name, out in LA, like less than a couple weeks ago. We had that review when he came out of it. But I've been super excited about checking it out. And as of this recording, I hollered at my man Webster Style. I'm like, bro, I've been getting a lot of noise about this film. We got to go check this out. And so we checked it out. But before we give you our thoughts, our review, let's show the trailer. You ready to do that, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Webster Style.
Not Brian. Look, we just recorded with Brian, so we're still fresh.
Shout out to the Checkpoint Squad, which is my man Webster Style and Brian. We were doing a lot of work for y'all. So shout out to my Checkpoint Squad and my brother Webster Style, who leads that charge. But let's get to Good Boy. Let's check out the trailer, and then Webster Style and I will give you our review. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Look who's here!
I guess I'm next. I should never have come here.
All right, there you go. In theaters now. Good Boy. We're going to break it down a little bit real quick with the cast and crew. Very simple on this one. Let me get my notes up real quick.
Yeah, very simple.
Here is Ben Leonberg. He also wrote this with Alex Cannon. The star of this film is the director's dog. His name's Indy. You will fall in love with Indy, y'all. As that said in the trailer, one of the most emotive actors of our time, regardless of species. You're feeling with this dog. We also have Shane Jensen and Arielle Friedman. It's a very small cast. There you go. And briefly on the story, it's kind of covered there. We're getting a horror film in the perspective from the dog, man's best friend. And his owner, something's happening with him. And the dog can kind of see what's going on. And also he's vibing off of, I guess, the previous dog that I guess used to live at that property that was owned by the family. The dog's owner is in a multi-generational home, and this dog's owner is, is the latest owner of the house, and there's this vibe, there's an energy there. and the dog can pick up on it, or what's going on. That it's always, it's kind of playing on that trope that we as dog owners, I guess, if you will, what is the dog looking at? Why is he staring off in that corner? And I think it's a great concept to build a horror film off of. But there you go, real quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Everything's there. The film isn't very long. It's only about an hour and 14 minutes. Um, Easy to digest, but you'll remember it. It's I got a lot to say, and I'm sure my man Eldon does as well. But
Yeah.
let's get right to the review. Again, we gave you our cast, our crew. Eldon, when I hit you up about this, uh, did you see the trailer? What was your awareness about Good Boy?
I was familiar with the movie. It was actually one of those movies that I did want to see. I didn't know when I was going to see it, but just from the premise alone, I'm like, okay, this seems pretty good. Because we always talk about when filmmakers do something different in a genre, especially horror. And I think that sometimes it's difficult to create something new in a genre that, we have icons in, for the past 100 years, as far as cinema is concerned, actually longer than the past 100 years. So it's one of those things where when you see a director or filmmaker come in with something, a new premise or something, like, you take notice of it.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I was hearing the buzz. I don't think we did a react on either of our teams, but I was getting a lot of the information about this film, and I knew it was coming to Beyond Fest. We had my pal Mike Manalo, who was gonna hit it up for me to cover, and then I just heard him buzzing and buzzing. He dropped a review again that's on the channel. You can check out his review. But I was like, I gotta see this, and thankfully enough, my brother Webster Style was available, so I didn't have to go by my lonesome. And yeah, man, just the originality in this was the first word that came out of my mouth,
Yeah,
in thought, and just inspiration. It's just really cool to see this perspective, as Eldon was saying, something fresh, something different. There's been a lot of tropes in horror, but now we're getting something fresh and different, and I think they delivered on this. And then during our
definitely.
film, during our screening, at the end, they actually had a little vignette of the making of this that will blow you away. This was a lot of dedication on the part of some indie filmmakers, man. To I think it took like 4 or 5 years. I think they said Webster
Yeah,
Style
like three
to
years,
make
something like
this,
that. Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
little bits of time was like 8 seconds was like a four days for like 8 seconds. So that was a lot of
Yeah.
dedication. And when you're working with
Yeah.
animals, if y'all know, I can tell you from a filmmaker standpoint, working with kids and working with animals can be very
Right.
difficult, very difficult. So they delivered.
Not even
Uh,
that, man. It
yeah,
was the fact that that's just his dog. Like, the dog wasn't trained. It's not like a trained animal. It's just his dog. No special training, nothing. And the way they were able to manipulate scenes to get the sort of reactions that they needed like, absolutely amazing in my opinion.
yeah, and three people on the crew: the director,
Yeah.
writer, also slash DP, his girlfriend, helping get the attention, and the dog himself. Like,
Yeah.
very minimal crew. And then when they had, I guess, the other actors and other stuff, when they were showing a little bit of the vignette, there was like maybe two or three other extra people on board
At the most, yeah.
to make this film. I'm sure
Yeah.
later when they had posts and edits and all that, they brought on a couple people to
But the
color.
credits are quick. There's not a lot of people at all
Yeah,
in this. So I was like, this is such a, just for I don't know how much it costs. I'm assuming it didn't cost that much,
yeah.
but with the number of people, this is a really good quality film. This
Come,
is really, really good from the aspect of, like, the effects, but it really is a good lesson in filmmaking. And the director talked about that as well, how he did the shots. It's such a great lesson in filmmaking and how to tell a story. And again, since it's from the dog's perspective, we don't have a line of dialogue in the movie. The
yeah.
dog's not talking to us. So to be able to convey so much emotion and so much story with very little words spoken, that's a really good testament to a really high quality film, in my opinion.
Well said. Yeah, definitely. But well, we've been given a lot of praise. There, I think we would be remiss, Eldon, and I'll speak as well for myself, that it is. And you hit the word right on the nail of the head. I couldn't think of the word when we started talking a little bit about it afterward. It's a slow burn,
Yeah.
is what you said. I was tired. It's when we went to go see it. It was at the end of a work day, and yeah, so I had my icy. I still have a little bit of my icy left because I had to refill it. But the energy was there, and also just the way it was cinematically shot, which
Yeah,
again was inspiring. But again, that creativity, you're like, oh, going this way because we're following the dog, which is what the film needs to be. It was
right.
perfect.
But
When
it's
I'm all
jarring at
energized up and
times.
sugared up, I'm sure I'll have a different experience. But
Yeah.
it was like, I think you also said jarring
Yeah,
as
some
well.
of the shots and how like following the dog and how the cuts were it's like it again is jarring and somewhat discombobulating with some of the scenes. Again, it's a new perspective. It's not a straight up POV, but you're at the level of the dog. Everything is from the dog's level. So you're looking at things from that dog's level. So you're moving with the dog as he goes around the house. We don't move that way. Our eyes
Exactly.
don't work that way. But I will say that with a slow burn, it does feel longer than an hour and 14 minutes. Um, the slow burn is worth it. I will tell you, without knowing the payoff and how it works, how could it, you can't be like, all right, when is it going to get to the good part? Sort of, the way it burns. It's like, okay, it's like, what's going to happen here? All right, it's getting a little long in the tooth. Um, I think when you see the movie as its entirety, it works. But when you're sitting through it, it's like, all right, pick this up a little bit. But once you see everything entirely, all right, it works. I understand it worked that way. The slow burn really helps to build the tension that you
Yeah.
get, especially in that third act.
Completely agree. So yeah, just maybe have some sugar, maybe
Yeah,
ready. But it pays off. Yeah, and
yeah.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. And Eldon, man, yeah, right, like he hit it on the nail again. There's a moment that just like, whoa, oh my gosh, it'll literally be like an adrenaline jump, and you're like, okay, I'm locked in, and it
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
delivers. Just the creativity, and again, this was a very it's independent, but it didn't look independent.
No.
You can tell they didn't have a lot of money, but it looked like they had some money. Like, I cannot wait to see what these cats are gonna do next.
Yeah.
Like, again, the creativity, just it's something different. We've never, I feel like, in ways we haven't seen before. The marketing, these ads look amazing. This poster art, just everything that they did, and then what they feed in the film. Um, these filmmakers are people to watch. And
Yeah.
this dog is one of the best dogs. And again, just shows what animals can do in the range of emotions, but a lot of patience it took to make this film. But just beautiful. Just I recommend, man.
Yeah. Oh,
But
definitely.
I
Highly.
would preface: be ready for the slow build up, but it will pay off. Those would be the things I would say about this film when I
Look,
talk
I
about
will say this though. And one, I just looked it up. So they say production budget was about 2.3 million.
it.
That's it. Again, it sounds like a lot, but when it comes to making a movie, it's not a whole lot.
Not a
I
whole
would say
lot.
this. This is a great date night movie with your lady.
Mhm.
Especially if you got someone who's really, it's a good horror movie, but it's not like super scary, but has some
Yeah, it's not
great sort
bloody.
of, yeah, it has great jump scares. And also, oh, we talked about the sound. The sound
Mhm.
design of this movie, there is some music, but really it works off of the ambient noise in the house to create tension. The rain outside, the creaking of the old wooden door of floorboards, the opening of doors, and that's like the use of ambient sound in the natural sounds of the environment to create like that tension, to create the mood. It's absolutely great.
Yeah, completely agree. Did have you owned dogs before? Are
Yes.
So we vibing. Does it make you want to like? As soon as I got home, Webster style, I was like, I was just chilling with my dogs, and it was just like a lot of
What
stuff
do
that if
they
you're a
see?
dog owner, you love dogs,
Hmm.
it's gonna make you just like just hold them tight, but just that love that we have. I think this is
Yeah.
if you love dogs, you're gonna love this movie. It just
Yeah.
fits in with everything. It's just really cool and really well done, man. It's just so
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't say anything negative about this movie. There is. Oh, let me tell you something I did love though. I loved how the humans' faces. It was like like an old Tom and Jerry cartoon. You didn't see their faces,
Yeah,
or you
like
saw a full
peanuts in a way.
body
We don't want
shot.
to see the adults.
Yeah, because the focus was the dog. So the human characters were a part of it. Actually, no, the only person we saw with full face was his grandpa, but that was because we saw him in either sort of flashback sort of scenes or in home movies, which made sense. But the actual human people in the movie that interact with the dog, you never saw their faces. And I love that. So it emphasized the point that the dog was the main character. The humans were just there to advance the story, but the dog was the main character. The dog is the one you were, sort of getting emotions from and emoting with. So I loved how that was done.
Same. I completely agree. I was curious at first and I was like, no, that makes sense. And I was like
Yeah.
enjoying it until they needed you to see their
Yeah.
face or whatever. But absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just
Yeah.
down the
Yeah,
line,
I
just
like that needed, especially as we got to the end when you needed to see his face. That was the only time we saw his face. And
mhm,
when you watch the movie, you know what we're talking about. We ain't giving anyone spoilers in that one. But I didn't think about it that way. When we actually saw his face, especially everything that was going on there was a need for that because it told a part of the story and it advanced the movie.
definitely. So, real quick, a little bit of spoiler, not really spoilers. Was this was the spirit dog of the old dog, you think, helping him along the way
I
beyond just the spirits that were in the house?
Yes, I got a lot of foreshadowing
It
from that
was
from
very interesting on how
yeah.
we got delivered the story.
Yeah. Yeah, the storytelling was really great because we got it in sort of, I won't say flat. We got home movies from the grandfather who died in the house, and you never really know why. You kind of assume. I don't know about you. I kind of assumed, oh, it was suicide before we saw like how the movie progressed, and now we know how it happened. Um, so you got flashbacks from that. You saw the grandfather deterioration, but then there were key parts where the Indy was getting visions and in some way dreams from the grandfather's dog who no one knows what happened to, and you find out um, at the end of the movie or toward the end of the movie what happened to that canine. So yeah, it was really interesting. Like when you saw the movie or when you got to the end, you realize, oh, that's what was happening. That's what was being told. So it's like it was almost like it was. I don't know if he was trying to warn him or he was just like kind of getting those impressions of the former dog and what was going to happen. So I'm still kind of not confused, but I don't know what the actual purpose was. Is it a warning or just like, oh, a harbinger of what's to come sort of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It was and the idea to give us that to be
Hmm.
in a dog's dream and just that
Yes.
creativity aspect of it. Man, just insane. Just
Yeah.
again, I can't say enough about this film.
Yeah. It's a really good
I
movie.
think I'll throw this up there. It might last to be one of the best so far. It's definitely
You
stands
know
out.
what?
It
You've seen a
stands
lot
out.
more movies than me this year, but I would agree with you there. It's definitely one of the best I've seen this year. Just such a well done movie. Um, I honestly say the best movie I've seen this year is Sinners. It's
Oh
definitely
yeah.
easy number two for me. Like it was that good. Obviously, it didn't have the cultural significance of Sinners, but
Yeah.
from a movie perspective and also just a good horror movie and unique and different,
Creativity level.
runtime helps. If this was any longer than what it was, there would definitely be some issues,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But it was a nice, tight film and told a really good story. Um, yeah, definitely one of the best movies I've seen all year.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna see how this fits come my year-round pick list, but a great fun movie. If you're a horror fan, if you're a dog lover, go check out Good Boy. It's in theaters right now.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my man Webster Style over there. Again, thank you for joining me, bro. As
Thank you.
always, appreciate you. You have a lot of stuff going on beyond here at NRW with Checkpoint, KFABY
Yes.
baby. What's going on
Yeah.
over at Sartorial Geek, your
So
outlet?
right now, my most recent long form interview is my interview with Ben Hunting, talking about his new comic, Model UN. The Kickstarter's out now. The main video is out as well. Also, my continuing coverage from both PAX East as well as Awesome Console videos are going up weekly as we speak. And I don't remember who came out this week or next week, but there are videos that are out now, so definitely go and watch them.
There you go. Show love to my brother Webster Style. I appreciate you, sir. You're on the
Appreciate you, brother.
NRW. Nerds rule the world. Let us know what you think about Good Boy in the comments below. Go check out my man Mike Manalo's review. I think he also attended a little bit of the Q&A as well, and that's in the footage. Go check that out. And there you go. Let us know. NRW, Nerds rule the world. Again, Webster Style, your boy QP. We out.
Peace.
Peace.